attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Welcome to Our Vision, the official podcast of the Portuguese Business Council in Dubai, sponsored by Digital Connection. I'm José Silva, and in this episode I sit down with Miguel Gutierrez. Based in Dubai since 2012, Miguel's journey began in music and hospitality, involved also through family offices and philanthropy. Today extends into cultural management and international consultancy. His story is one of adaptability, curiosity, and purpose, connecting creativity and using culture as a bridge between people, business, and nations. Welcome, Miguel.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to be here.
Thank you. That's so kind, João. Obviously, I have to apologize for...
No, you don't need to apologize. Now it's even sexier, your voice, don't worry.
Let me start that I do not smoke
No, that's very
whatsoever.
good.
I'm just here with the flu, but full of energy by somebody who flew from
that's true.
Portugal directly to this podcast.
Yeah, that's true. It just arrived like a couple of hours ago,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So happy to be here with you. And now we'll start with the first question that I asked to all the guests. That is, you work with different cultures.
Right.
How do you think that the cultural influences the negotiation, the way that you do business?
Yes, immensely. We perceive culture as a practice, a set of habits, and in itself, it's deeper than that. It's the way that we treat each other. It's our behavior patterns. It's the way we look and touch and smile and laugh with and sometimes at each other. And that compound of years, whether that be decades of the UAE or almost a millennia of Portugal, we find common traits as far as the culture goes. So these common traits are what defines relationships, and it is that relational intelligence that becomes relational capital, and then that allows itself for business. So obviously for me, having started as a musician, I take a lot of pride in human interaction. But the more that I progress in life and in business and in such beautiful organizations like ours, it is how I see that culture is the main drive, at least within my experience in this country, in this region, to progress in further relationships in commerce and trade.
Yeah.
Does that answer?
Yes,
you?
yes, there is no right or wrong. I think this is your perspective, your
Yes.
vision. That's why the
Yes,
name of
our
the
vision, yes.
podcast is the vision. I share the same vision as you. So, who is Miguel? And
Right.
your background is from music.
I mix Spanish and Portuguese. From my father's side, Spanish. From my mother's side, she's half Portuguese, half Spanish. I happened to grow up in Portugal, in Almada. And music was the first visual interaction that I had of something bigger than me. So I was a Spanish kid that did not speak Portuguese. I understood it, but I couldn't speak it. So to write was always an exercise, not only of poetry, but of this inexplicable feeling that I have of what meant to be Portuguese. I'm very patriotic. I'm culturally very near to the south of Spain, to Seville. So to be in the third person, Miguel or Miguel Angel, right? It's like a bipolar personality, For example, Gutierrez, he comes from my mother's side. And I never knew that in Spain, it is the mother's family
Yes,
name that
it's
goes
the
last.
Yes, that's true.
So I grew up only with women, and that brought a lot of sensitivity and I would say emotional intelligence throughout my life. So the fact that I had the opportunity to have people that listened to me when I was a musician in the fields of what we call canção portuguesa and hip hop, I felt I could do projects, and I studied marketing, which I was horrible at. I'm happy to meet people that excel at marketing like you.
Thank you.
No, really, this is really, really truthful. So the perception that I have on myself now, it's very detached from my ego. I think that what I was supposed to do to myself in cultural terms, I have done it. I have a lot of passion and will to continue to create, but I feel that I could be more of use to others. And even my artistic name is Miguti, which could be Miguel Gutierrez, but in reality is because people call me Guti. So it's me Guti, my Guti. So that's what I want people to understand. Is it's like I'm here for you, you're here for me, and it's a free-flowing relationship.
Yeah, you touched on a very important point, in my opinion. That is about that you grew up with a lot of feminine side, with a lot of emotional intelligence, and I think emotional intelligence is critical to succeed in business, right? How you do this bridge? How you think that it helped you nowadays?
In short answer, I had a childhood full of drama and a lot of problems with mental health in my family. So, coping with drama now turned into a skill that goes into business diplomacy. So, ironically, I had a very good experience in Dubai in family offices, which they were amazing. But I was a head of organizations that were interfaith, so very sensitive as well. So I would say that that is the prime skill that he gave me, the the perceived skill of dealing with relationships.
Yeah, to understand what the others are feeling and also to understand your own emotions, right?
Yes, unless I become the drama queen, and then people have to deal with me. But when I'm outside the picture and it's not about me, I think I'm a good mediator.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. And you are here since 2012.
Yes.
And share with us a bit of your journey since you arrived here. And
I think, and there's still a lot to be done, but it's a little bit of Cinderella story. I had a good run in music, and I performed several tours in the United States. And then I had family issues that also drained my money, and I had to get a job. But I was somewhat recognizable, and this was in 2012, so also crisis. So I could not even get a job at McDonald's, like I tried, right? And my girlfriend that became my wife, she took her friend to an Emirates Airlines open day, and invited me to go. Oh, just come along. Like I was super depressed with my life, and a recruiter saw us together, and she asked if we were a couple. And we didn't go through the stages of being a cabin crew. They just got our email, that was it. 1 month after, we got, both of us, an offer to be a check-in agent in the airport. And I immediately accepted. I had no idea what Dubai was. And Rita went with me like a love story. And here I was, 2012, as a check-in agent, which was great to meet people from around the world. I was maybe the nicest and also the slowest person that you could meet at the airport.
You are responsible for the big lines.
Yes. And then I was very criticized by my supervisors, but people kept giving me business cards, and I didn't finish university. I was doing it at distance. So I was, no, I don't have a degree, I'm not going to do it. And I only thought about music. So after 2 years, I resigned, and one of these passengers that was frequent, Pakistani, he challenged me to work for him. And that is a fast forward. I became his apprentice. He introduced me to everyone like I was his partner, which I was not. And he was clearly visioned that I was a kid. His name was Raza Jafar. And with him, I went around the world, meet governments, lobby foreign policy on humanitarian terms. Really, like, blessed. And with COVID, I opened my company, and that's where those soft skills and that goodwill, perhaps, started to convert into actual business.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's your mentor and maybe your inspiration as well.
We disagreed a lot in business style. So he's my mentor, and I idolize him, but not inspiration.
Okay.
He's like my father.
Yes, yeah, I can understand.
Yeah.
But sometimes some inspiration
Yeah.
is not someone that you can follow the rules, but inspire us not sometimes to be different, you know?
A good point. Yes, I see inspiration as a reflection.
Okay, like a role model.
Like a role, no, for sure he was a role model. For
Okay.
sure he was a role model. Yeah, he's amazing. If it wasn't for him, like just this morning, I wouldn't have one of the VPs of Emirates Airlines on my WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I invited him to our Portuguese Business Council event, and he was very happy. So for me to be, let's say, 1 in a million of the EK staff, it has been a blessing. And I think I never told you this, but my wife is also the face of the ads of Emirates Airlines.
Okay.
So it's like a full circle.
Yeah.
I have a lot of honor in my past. And the reason why I give a long answer is because I think that reflects what Dubai is. It's really a land of opportunities and a land of prosperity.
For you, what does mean being Portuguese?
For me specifically, is to put green in the red and yellow flag. I must say I love our new logo, so I tried to come with some matching colors with the blue as well. So it's, I believe the word is synesthesia, when you see people colors, right? So for me, being Portuguese, it's really the red of passion, the red of sweat and blood. We really put our hearts in everything that we do. And I would say that the green is the prosperity, the land.
Or the hope?
And the hope, yes, esperanza.
Yes.
Yes. And I could continue with this, but for me, being Portuguese is what we have here. It's a place where we put who we are first, then what we want to be perceived as. It's something so natural to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. And you worked and you lived together and you socialized with a lot of people from different cultures.
Yes.
So, do you identify any characteristics of the Portuguese people that you can stand out and say, okay, so we are like this, and this is kind of a good and a positive thing for us?
Yes, that's a tricky question. Because I start to think we complain, but Mediterraneans complain a lot. But the Portuguese don't complain just for the sake of complaining. It develops a bubble of effort. So I believe what distinguishes us all around the world, it's really our capacity to do a lot with little, to be at our diligently maximum effort. And of course we are explorers, not only for the historical reference, but we really are always trying to go far and beyond.
Yeah. So come back to the Portuguese Business Council
Yes.
and our purpose and our vision and the strategy to build and to strengthen this commercial and business relationship between the two countries, or the Dubai and the Portugal. What type of profile of businessman or entrepreneur do
Yes.
you think it's need here in Dubai?
We have an array of people, and if I start to think people that started like me, then I realize that in the past there were two types of Portuguese here in a social stratification. It was three, the highly executives and the common workforce, right? And that we excel because of customer service, of diplomacy, and simply being nice. While the extreme skilled and the ones who look for fiscal optimization in family offices and with portfolios abroad, nobody really mingled. So there was not a need of, like in the past, of our expat communities to create a Portuguese community. You don't see the football restaurant houses. You don't see normal parties where Portuguese people would mingle. And I think that's very interesting to what we face now. Dubai became an attractive, prosperous city because everything that they promised that they would do, they have done it, and the vision gets executed. So it's not only Portuguese, now it's a place where everybody does business. So this started to attract startups, to get investment, SMEs to expand, and continuous family office as well, that maybe they don't deal so well with the gentrification in Portugal and other layers. So I think that the business community that we aim to build out of this macro context is one very diversified, right? In the sense that we are working on partnerships to attract different layers. So if we establish a trade mission from Portugal to Dubai, from Dubai to Portugal, we need to identify the sectors and the industries. And that only comes if we develop our brand and our community to actually be attractive otherwise. So I expect for us to have young entrepreneurs with ambition, C level, D level as well, that have decision making investors and family offices so that we could implement a growth in the bilateral trade, and a lot of executives, because the executives might be looking for business development, but they are the ones that are on the daily grinding. So we need to accommodate all of them. And I think that we will funnel out what we are best within time, and then we could cater to a different specialized segment of Portuguese in Dubai and Dubai is in Portugal. So now it's open season.
Yeah, 100%. So, and do you think that Dubai is the best place for them to come, better than the other parts or cities of the world? Do you agree with that, right? And why do you agree with that?
Habibi, they have you, they have me.
Now it's also like a market that is growing, the economy is growing,
Yes,
is the
yes,
right vision, and they execute the vision. So, and they are business opportunities.
yes. So again, Dubai and UAE as a folklore point in geographic localization, but also in geopolitics. Nothing happens in this country. Everything is super protected. And that's the basis of economy. You cannot have a strong economy if you don't have stability. So my definition of prosperity is not only money. It's based on the triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. And I learned that by being here. So if you check the urbanizations plans of Dubai and the UAE, if you see the 27 vision of the future and etc., you see that the fact that this is a monarchy with democratic capitalism, open market, then you see that there's opportunity to grow within the guidelines that they are announcing. So for the people who know how to conduct business and themselves, which is very important, it's a game. Just come here and play the game of business, create value, respect cultures, bring your culture as well, and create.
Let's do it together.
And let's do it together, because that's their motto. Right?
Yes. How the Portuguese Business Council can help the businessmen that want to move to Dubai? What we can do for them?
Well, within our events, introducing to people. And although everybody has value, our idea is to have people that actually have interest in growth, that have interest in the relationships between both countries. So being very targeted to what actually means to somebody that is looking for our value proposition, it's what is more important for the Portuguese Business Council. So I would say, again, it's network, basically network. We have very strong ties with the government, with the free zones, with unicorn founders. We tackled a lot. And also, we have good ties with other Portuguese business councils in the country, in the region. So if Dubai serves as also as a gateway to the region, then why shouldn't we? So network and collaboration. Of course, trade missions are important, but we are open to open our network to collaborate.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and I think this is very necessary, specific in this region.
Yes.
And more than Europe, for example, here is 100% helpful to people that want to settle in Dubai.
Right.
Now let's go to another segment of the
Yes.
podcast, and it's
Yes.
about travel.
Yes.
Do you love travel?
I must confess, this was the part that I was when I thought, okay, we're gonna talk about travel. Am I gonna be very basic and tell you Almada, Sevilla, and Dubai, because those are my cities?
Okay.
Right. I love to travel.
Yes. So basically, when you travel,
Yes.
you open your mind, you open your references, your
Right.
perspective as well. So can you identify one trip that changed the person that you are right now?
Oh, I didn't expect that one. Okay, I have to be very truthful. It was a trip when I left Spain to really be Portuguese,
Okay.
as I explained at the beginning. That's the easiest answer, but it really changed my life. If I had grew up in Seville, and I, I was always gonna visit my family in Portugal, but I would have been so different.
Yes,
Really,
100%.
like in addition to one of the questions that you did before, I think that we have a different layer of cultural brilliance. We are intellectuals. We might be dramatic, romantics, but in these parts of human condition, we excel as Portuguese. So I'm so happy that I grew up in Almada, that I had access to Lisbon, and that I had access to so many different parts of the Lusophony that now I don't see much because of all of the foreigners and the expats that live in Lisbon. But it was the life-changing trip for me.
Yeah. And how traveling around shapes you on business?
I would like to answer it on the reverse. I think it takes me always to a humble position. Because when traveling for business or for events or conferences, it always seems the same. It's just a different airport, it's just a different conference venue. After a while, and how privileged am I and you, because you also travel a lot, to say this, but even the food after a while becomes the same. So when I travel and I go without any reason or artistic reasons, but there is not an expected outcome, that's when you see people's hospitality, welcoming. And that's what ignites
Yeah.
ideas, artistic ideas,
Creativity.
business, yeah, projections.
Yeah.
Like I told you in private about the trip to Japan.
Yes.
This time we rented a car for 2 weeks, and we did like some visualizers, and we did map out some of the cities. But we went to a village that had only three people, and the rest was scarecrows. There was no supermarket in kilometers,
Terrible.
you know? Yeah. And you know what happened? The woman gave me food. And I was like, no, no, this is fresh food. This is for you. No, no, no.
Yeah.
She didn't speak English. Like it was just an interaction. So traveling f- feeds your soul.
Yeah, 100%.
And then that feeds your projects, feeds your community, feeds. It's a cascade of goodwill,
Yeah.
I would say.
Now, quick answers.
Yes.
For you,
Yeah, sorry.
the three best cities.
Oh, I think I said it already. Dubai, Almada,
Okay.
Seville.
And Seville.
Yeah.
The best city to have fun.
Yes. Tokyo.
Tokyo. The best city to make business.
Dubai.
Dubai. The most romantic city.
Veneza.
The city with the
Yes.
best food.
Lisbon.
Lisbon,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
One of
Lisbon
the
for sure. Yeah.
yeah. And final, the best city to live.
I would say, as a traveler, I would just live on the plane and be random. I cannot answer to that question. The best city to live.
Should
In
be
this-
between Portugal and Dubai, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
For practical terms, Dubai, and then Lisbon.
To retire.
Yes, but my romantic side uh, to live is wherever the wind takes you. Thank you for your patience. You are a brilliant human being. You are an amazing entrepreneur. And I love your podcast from the beginning. I have to tell you this. Because to have a business conversation that tackles so much on who you are and in culture, personally, it really puts me in a very beautiful position. But in ultimate circumstances, this is what makes prosperity here in Dubai. Is
Yeah.
just be yourself, have these types of conversations like you ignited me to have, and the more you open about yourself, the more business comes.
Yeah, because
Right.
I don't believe that the people are like professional and private. I think that is kind of a personal and professional side of everyone that is mixed.
Yes.
So I think if we be authentic and honest to ourselves, and if we mix our personal with professional, we will succeed more.
Mashallah.
So, mashallah. So with that, thank you so much and see you on the next episode.